Hi, I'm Taylor. Welcome to my home. Hi, I'm Taylor Weimar. I'm the House of Emmeline on social media. I'm a content creator and I'm also a renovation specialist with a company called the Woodlands Style House. For the past 2 years, I've been renovating and documenting that renovation on my social media. My main goal when renovating this space was to keep the original character of the home that I felt like was just being overshadowed when we bought it. So we have a ton of beautiful millwork, architectural features that were already here, and I just felt like they needed to have some attention brought to them in order for them to truly shine. One of my favorite spaces is our home office. It's actually one of the main reasons why I fell in love with this house. The millwork, built-ins, and cabinet color were already here. I think natural light is such a gift, and I always try to maximize it. We swapped the shutters for beautiful, soft drapery, and it completely transformed the room. And it made this window really shine. We of course went with TWOPAGES curtains. They're my favorite curtains, and we have them sprinkled throughout our home. This one is the Tavis premium velvet curtain in the color Taupe. I loved adding velvet because I'm pulling a vintage and classic yet masculine tone to this space. Now we're in our dining room space. We've made a lot of updates in here to give the room more character and life. We replaced the floors and color drenched this room in Tavern Taupe by Sherwin-Williams. I updated the light fixtures and sconces, and one of my favorite changes was adding this beautiful antique door from the Preservation Company in Round Top. That was something I knew I wanted from the start, to bring in a piece that was both old and functional. In this room, I also wanted to bring in a bit more pattern with the curtains since the walls were mostly plain aside from some millwork below. I chose Sara Lee print curtains in brown olive. Again, I went with pinch pleat and added memory shaping to give it that modern structured look, but the print brings in a soft vintage touch, so you really get the best of both worlds, clean and modern, yet warm and classic at the same time. So this is our living room, and the first thing we did when we moved into this house was take the blinds down. The living room already leans a little darker because our patio extends pretty far into our backyard, was already established when we moved in. But the window treatments you choose have such a big impact on how a space feels. So we removed the blinds and let in as much natural light as possible. We added Liz curtains, which are my absolute favorite go-to from TWOPAGES. I feel like it's a perfect whole house curtain and you just can't go wrong with it. In here we went with pinch pleated and memory shaped again to get that really structured, elevated look, and I chose the color Ivory White because I wanted white curtains, but I needed a bit of warmth. I think it turned out beautifully and it made such a huge impact on this room. So whenever renovating my own home or designing a client's home, I always lean towards using organic materials and bringing a lot of natural light in. And I genuinely feel like when people walk into my home or my client's home, that the design will give you a sense of feeling, a certain type of feeling. And so I want them to feel warmth and inviting.